It's time, reading time. Welcome to Reading Time with Amanda Brown.
Nothing Can Frighten a Bear. Written by Elizabeth Dale. Illustrated by Paula Metcalf. Deep, deep in the woods, with the moon shining bright, some bears snuggled up in their beds for the night. There was Mommy Bear, Daddy Bear, Grace, and then Ben. And Baby Bear too, who lay dreaming. But then, as Baby Bear jiggled and wriggled some more, he suddenly woke when he heard a loud roar. "Help!" Baby cried. "There's a monster about. He's coming to get me. I just heard him shout." "Don't worry," said Mommy Bear, stroking his head. "There aren't any monsters. Let's go back to bed." But Baby Bear whimpered, "How can you be sure? I can't sleep till I know what made that big roar." "In that case," said Daddy Bear, grabbing a light, "why don't we go looking for monsters tonight? You'll see that there's nothing so scary out there. And anyway, nothing can frighten a bear." So 5 bears went marching out through the tall trees. When Mom heard a noise and cried, "Everyone, freeze!" So all the bears stopped. Could a monster be near? But out of the darkness there trotted a deer. "You see?" Daddy laughed. "There's no monster out there. And anyway, nothing can frighten a bear." The little bears said, "We're as brave as can be." But no one saw Mommy get caught in a tree. So 4 bears went striding out into the night. When Ben saw a splash and squealed, "There, on your right!" They stopped where they stood on a slippery log. Then out of the water, there hopped a big frog. "You see?" Daddy laughed. "There's no monster out there. And anyway, nothing can frighten a bear." "Keep going," said Daddy. "There's no need to scream." But no one saw Ben slip and fall in the stream. So 3 bears squelched on down a thick, muddy track when Grace said, "What's that? Something brushed past my back." "Perhaps it's a monster," said Baby. "Oh no!" But out of the darkness, there swooped a black crow. "You see?" Daddy laughed. "There's no monster out there. And anyway, nothing can frighten a bear." They splashed and they splashed as they tramped through the mud. But nobody noticed that Grace had got stuck. Now 2 bears were sleepily wandering on. They still hadn't noticed the others had gone. The lamp gave a flicker and started to fade. "I want to go home," Baby said. "I'm afraid." "All right then," said Daddy. "Let's get you to bed. There aren't any monsters. It's just as I said. I told you nothing can frighten a bear." But then he looked round and saw nobody there. "Well, where have the others gone?" Daddy Bear cried. "I thought they were here, walking right by our side. Perhaps they decided to go home to bed, or maybe a monster got them instead." Then out of the darkness a shadow appeared. "Oh no!" Daddy cried. "This is worse than I feared. Quick, take my paw, baby, and hide behind me." There isn't just one monster here. There are three. Just look. They're so fierce. How their scary eyes stare. Now that is a sight that can frighten a bear. Oh, baby, he shuddered. We must run away. But just then the scariest monster roared. Hey! Poor Daddy Bear froze and cried, Baby, stay calm. But Baby Bear giggled and said, That's my mom. You sillies, said Mommy Bear. Surely you see, we may look a mess, but it's Ben, Grace, and me. It's you, Daddy cried. Oh, how silly I feel. I thought for a second that monsters were real. So 5 bears went home, feeling ready for bed. We'll all stick together this time, Daddy said. Deep, deep in the woods, with the moon shining bright, the bears snuggled up in their beds for the night. Then suddenly, everyone looked all around, for something had just made a strange, growly sound. I'm sure there's a monster now, Baby Bear cried. No, baby, it's you, all the others replied. It wasn't a monster that scared you before. You woke yourself up with your own roary snore.
Thank you for joining me for Reading Time with Amanda Brown. It has been a pleasure. I hope that if you like this video, you'll share it, subscribe, and also tell somebody else about it. I'd love to help as many people as I can join me on this journey to a love of reading. It'll change your life.